What's going on, everybody? Here we are. Here we are. Um, the very first person was Pajama Mama, and some of you guys cheated because you guys came over here before I even sent the link because you guys are just that on top of it. Um, Andra A was here, the legend that is Andra A. If you know, you know. Ray, Zohar, Stuart, Jamil, Nora, Selena, Robert. We got the crew here. So, welcome to the Q&A. This is how it's going to go. We got 15 minutes. The Q&As are now 15 minutes long. And if you have a question that you want me to ask in this 15 minutes, the best way to get it answered is if you make a super chat to donate to the channel with a question inside, and I'll answer it immediately. Otherwise, I'm going to start at the top and go through question by question, and we'll go from there. Okay? Okay? All right. Um Q to the A. Yeet. Oh yeah, the first question is going to be from Justin Lee, who submitted this in the premiere, talking about the Ziggy duet that he and I did. Did Ziggy record first and then you harmonized to him, or did y'all sing at the same time? So this is how it worked out. Just internationally doing this, just by sending stuff back and forth to each other. M. Carter, thank you for your $10 super chat. Just out of the goodness of your heart. Thank you so much. If you have a question and you meant to put it in there, just comment it now and I'll see it and answer it. Otherwise, I receive your gift with gratitude. So I sent I was like, what song should we do? Jamil, I see your $10 super chat. I'm not gonna miss it. Thank you. I was like, Ziggy, what song should we do? Let's do a duet. And he's like, let's do it. And at first I said, this is a man's world. No. When a Man Loves a Woman. He's like, what about this Callum Scott and Leona Lewis duet called "You Are the Reason"? And I listened to it and I was like, oh, totally, this will do it. So I made a piano track and sang like a scratch demo of both of our parts as far as just how I think the arrangement should go. And then also sent him just the piano. Then he recorded his own vocal and then sent it to me. And I was like, dang. So then I recorded my vocal over that. So when the song goes way up, that's his idea. Everything that's deviating from the melody that we're doing harmonies to in the chorus was his vocal arrangement, and it was freaking brilliant. Just glancing, looking, see if M. Carter did have a question. $10 super chat from M. Carter. What song would you sing with Jaina? What song would I sing with Jaina? Gosh, I don't know why, but the first song that came to mind was "Left a Good Job in the City." That'd be really fun to do. Real slow. Working for a man every night and day. And hearing her go for it. But then when it gets big, like, well, I left a good job in the city. Ba-na-na. That'd be really fun. I'd want to be on an instrument so I didn't feel like I had to dance. I can do it. I've done it before. Been on stage where it gets hype and you're supposed to move around and engage the crowd and like not necessarily dance, but sometimes dance and just run around and like really go for it. I've done it. I don't like it. If I had to pick, I'd be on an instrument so I don't have to do that. And then I'll let Jaina do all that. And then we just sing our face off. Try our best anyway. That is the song that comes to mind. Jamil with a $10 super chat. And I also see Tina, your super chat. Thank you. I'll get to that one. I liked Emmy in the audition round, but I'm not impressed with her at this level of the competition. She's missing notes and not blowing us away. She feels like a junior varsity version of Haven. Um, this is an interesting contest. She's an interesting contestant for me because I like her a lot, which is the number one thing that's going to get you votes is to have people like you and root for you. And I'm rooting for her and I like her. However, vocally, I agree with you, Jamil. She's not hitting notes like other contestants are. Even musically, like just the total musical package, she isn't. The song that she sang that she wrote, Skinny, that like that's the new bar for me. Every time she sings, I'm like, I know you can do that, so do that. It's just a different thing that she offers. The emotional connection, being really authentic, and that's that's what I'm looking for, and I don't get it every time. I don't get it every time. $10 super chat from, come on YouTube, be organized. Tina. Tina B. Clark, are they still sending Go Odin's top 10 out on tour after? Now I know what you're saying. I just want to read it verbatim because it's funny to me. Out on tour after Ari Chin show. Did there do that your season? That's autocorrect for you. Autocorrect is out to get us all. What she's asking is, do they send the top 10 out on tour after the show? And did they do that my season? They do not do that anymore. My season was the last season that they did a tour. Thank goodness I made it to a season that did the tour. And it was only top 5. It wasn't top 10. And it was a blast. I can't I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'd go over and do it all over again for free if I could. Like it was so much fun. But they do not do that anymore because sales aren't good and touring is incredibly expensive and they just weren't making enough money doing it. They might have, I don't know, they might have lost money. I really obviously don't know the details, but ticket sales were not what they used to be because they used to do arena shows. But it got worse and worse and worse, and then they just stopped doing it. Probably not cost effective. We have a $10 super chat from DRLLE underscore. Do you think, and I got Stuart, and then I've got, is it Fox and Faith? I just saw your picture, and I think I know. Fox and Crew. Almost got it. I'll get to you guys next. Do you think American Idol is desperate for a superstar? They dropped the ball with Benson Boone. Yes, they did. And a Lauren Spencer Smith. Yes, they did. But they have yet to produce a commercial success in many seasons. They had I can't remember her name. The country girl. She was blonde. I can't remember her name, but she, I think, got married to another contestant. But you're right. That was a while ago. That was 7 seasons ago, maybe. Yeah, I think they definitely want a superstar. With Benson Boone, that was fascinating. So when I was on, Top 24 was established before the first episode aired, before the premiere of the season. And you had to sign the contract at top 48. And then it would become potentially binding at 24. You had to sign the contract to be in the top 24 to move on. If you decided not to, that's fine. Then you just walk and go home. And then I'm sure they'd take you out of the show and they wouldn't air you on the show. Benson Boone's season, they didn't do that. they had his audition, he blew up. People were like, "Hey, come with us, ditch the show." And he's like, "I haven't signed anything. Let's go. Let's get out." Which I can't believe they did. And I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but I think they're haven't had one in a while, and that might just be down to I don't know. It's tough. It's the whole music business. Who's in charge is important. The artist is important. The right time, the right place is important. Overall, the songs are the most important thing. It can be really tough, but I do agree that they're haven't had one in a while and would definitely want one. Um, $10 super chat from Stuart. Just super chatting. Oh my goodness, because I love the Groove Crew and this weekly experience with the Clark Beckham. Also, this can go toward the live watch. Caffeine fun. I don't know why I yawn all the time. When I go to a live stream, whether it's Q&A or the watch party, I just start yawning constantly, and I don't know why. Thank you, Stuart. $5 super chat from I don't know why the Fox and Cruz super chat went away. Let me find it. YouTube's organization for the chat is not right. Fox and Crew asks $5 super chat. Thank you. We've got 4 minutes, by the way, 3.5 minutes left. So if you have a question, make sure you get it in the super chat. I will continue the Q&A until the super chat. 2 super chat questions are all answered. I love Emmy's. She's in my top 5, but I fully believe the only reason she's made it this far is because of her family history opinions. I actually don't think so. I don't think people are voting just because Loretta Lynn is her grandmother. I think that is intriguing and makes people interested, but I don't think that would hold people's votes over weeks and weeks and weeks, especially when they don't really talk about it anymore. $5 super chat from Stuart. Oh no, did Fox and Crew call out Loretta Lynn? I committed myself early, so here's the donation. Thank you. $5 super chat from Adam. Do you think Idol will ever be as popular as it used to be? We need more people voting so we don't lose more talent like Jaina in future seasons. I do not. American Idol, will American Idol ever be as popular as it used to be? No. Because what I didn't know, it was so big. It was the number one show in the world. It was so big at one point that they could have lost, get this, 90% of their viewers and still have been the top number one show in the world. That is insane. American Idol is arguably the most successful show of all time. Easy to make that argument. When it was in its heyday, Jordan Sparks year, I think, was actually the biggest year as far as eyeballs watching. It was an absolute phenom, absolute phenom. And then as soon as judges started to leave, and then some other judges started to come on that did not work well, there's a huge mass exodus. And then, of course, the presence of The Voice came and kind of took over. Not nearly at the heights Idol was, but became Idol's competition when Idol never had any competition. And it's still a great show, and it still gets a ton of viewers and makes a ton of money. That's why it's still going on. But I do not believe it'll be as big as it used to be. 45 seconds left. If you have a question, make sure you add it in the super chat. Once again, I'll answer all the questions that are super chatted. And then even if it's past time. Tina, $5 super chat just to show I can type. Noted. Thank you so much. I always believed in you, for the record. Mark Einer, do you think Mia will sing her single Parking Lot, or would she have to sing a new original if she goes that far? She could definitely sing her original Parking Lot. At the very end, they'll do a coronation song, and they could pick an original song that they've already written, or they have writers that actually write songs for the coronation song for the finale contestants, and that's usually the route they go to. And they don't have participation in actually writing that song. At least that's how it was in my season, and they picked the song for you. But I could see them picking her own song. It's already written. It's already there. It's very her. It's probably really good. All right, we are officially past time. So Jameel has the last super chat. Again, if you have a question you want me to answer, you send a super chat before I finish Jameel's question question, then I will continue to answer super chats. Otherwise, it will end after this answer. $5 super chat from Jameel. Thank you. Emmy is getting way more views than everyone else every week. Do you think that means she could win? I suspect McKinney, Abby, or Will win. Are you serious? Is she really? Dude, I'm missing something. She's got the goods, dude. We're missing something. If she's getting more views than everyone else every week, we're it's we're missing something. There's something going on. And she's wonderful and we're just missing it. That's wild. I don't think McKenna, Abby, or Will win, though, if I had to guess. All right, we got some more super chats. Jonathan Swinson, $5 super chat, no questions. So if you have a question that you meant to put in it, go ahead and put it down. I'll be looking for you. In the meantime, Melissa Bates, people are asking where your conspiracy theories are this year, Clark. I had a lot of ideas. I had um, a fan question idea. I had um, the conspiracy theories, and I really don't have a good answer. I just did them, just trying to streamline the video and doing where I can do these reviews quicker and have an editor and just do the video and then edit in the morning and be done. And they just kind of slip through the cracks. Jonathan Swinson looking for a question in case you have one. How has your mom influenced your career? We don't have time for that one. But the quick and easy answer is quickish answer. She pushed me to do literally everything that I've ever done musically. When I was 5 or 6 years old, she um, basically offered me as a soloist for the kids choir. And when I heard her sing with my dad in a gospel trio, I wanted to sing with them. My middle school didn't have a theater program and didn't have a choir that was really handled. So she just stepped in, already had a full-time job, had nothing to do with the school, just stepped in and was like, I'll teach choir so Clark can have a choir. She ended up expanding that into a giant theater program that was really great and another singing ensemble that was more like kind of a show choir, like 5 or 6 singers. And then she encouraged me to audition for American Idol. Would not have auditioned for American Idol if it wasn't for my mom, if it weren't for my mom. Michael, $2 super chat. One yawns when one needs oxygen. So maybe from talking a lot, one is exhaling more than inhaling. And so it's just your body saying, please breathe in more. You know what? That's a great point. I think it's also psychological because when I think about it, then I want to yawn. I'm literally fighting it right now. Thank you guys so much for being so generous in your super chats. We have another one, $2 for Bruce. Thank you, Holiday Hamilton. I will see you guys next week. You guys have a wonderful night. And remember, I need to memorize this and I don't. It's not the critic who counts. That's me. That's you. It's not us who counts. It's the person in the arena who's actually trying, who at best succeeds and finds this valiant success, but at worst, at least fails while daring greatly. They're the ones who matter, and we don't. Good night. Go to bed. Don't go to bed. Go to bed if you want, but good night.